Hello, Tech fans. Welcome to another edition of Around the Horn. I'm Wiley Ballard, joined by head coach of the Georgia Tech softball team, Shelly Hoern. Coach, coming off a strong weekend this weekend, 5-0, 3 against Mount St. Mary's, 2 against Savannah State, 2 no-hitters out of those 5 games, and the fans came out and supported really well on opening weekend in cold temperatures.
Yeah, it was a great weekend for us. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of our fans who braved the weather. Obviously very cold and, snowing, but, thank you again for coming out to support us on our opening weekend, which was a great weekend for us. So going 5-0, 2 no-hitters. Barbie, did wonderful. She's really coming into her own as a pitcher and, just took command of the field, and which was really nice to see. Obviously, as a freshman, it's kind of, you get a little intimidated, but we've been working on that with her, and she just came out and had no fear, and obviously that showed. We played great defense behind her, and obviously we had the bats to back her up, so that was impressive.
Well, let's start with Christina Biggerstaff, Barbie, as she's known on the team. 17 2/3 innings, 32 strikeouts. Like you said, she came into her own this weekend and is maybe finding her footing here in her freshman year.
She is. Kylie didn't have a great outing in the first day, so we put Barbie on the mound, and she just took over from there, and I think that obviously confidence is a huge thing for especially freshmen, and I believe that getting those wins under her and pitching well and really gelling with our catching staff is important, and she did that. Saw smiles from her, and that's always good to see. I'm really proud of how she performed and really coming into her own.
Offensively, the Jackets put up a bunch of runs this weekend, 10 home runs this weekend, 15 total in the season. This power threat for Tech, is this something we can see further down the line and consistent this year?
I'm not really a big power hitting coach. It's, again, it's about consistency to me, and we just have got to be able to cash runners in when they're in scoring position, and it's really, we play base to base, and so it's just about doing the little things to eventually get to the big things.
Speaking of consistency offensively for Tech, Katie Johnski has started out the season on fire, hitting .424. She gets on base seemingly 2-3 times a game. What does she do for the offense to sort of jumpstart it and get it going?
Obviously experience, a senior for us, and just her mentality is just very calm. And in the box, she's just very confident right now, and I love to see that. And I think it's just, again, as a senior, you just have been there before, and the nerves, there's very minimal nerves, and it's just, it's the good nerves at that point. But just, her calming effect and just the experience, I think, is really what's helping her, and yet her confidence. But she's swinging the bat really well in practice. This past week has been great for us, even though it's been kind of cold for us and we've been inside. Again, we've been in the cages, so it's just, again, working on fundamentals at the plate.
Weather here in February across the Southeast, across the country, has been difficult for both baseball and softball. And it threw a wrench into Louisville's schedule this past weekend, and they haven't played in 13 days, but they come to the Flats here on Friday for the ACC opener for both Georgia Tech and Louisville. Louisville obviously in their first ACC series in their softball program's history. This is a team that went to a regional a year ago, won the American Conference. What's the strategy going in, trying to start off strong here against Louisville?
Louisville has been a great team for the past several years, and they're very, very well coached. Obviously going to regionals and winning conference, championships. So we're expecting them to bring their A game. They haven't played in 2 weeks, which that means they're even, more fired up to come in yet at opening of the ACC for them, which is going to be huge for them. So, and we know that. We're, again, just focusing on us. Obviously, we've done our scouting report on them. And, again, we know, they've got young pitchers, but they're very good pitchers. And they play very solid defense all the way around, leading their conference before in fielding percentage. So, again, they do the little things, and eventually they got to those big things, going to regional. So I think just playing our game and being consistent is going to, to help us be successful against them. But they're a very good team, and we expect them to come in and, ready to go. They've got some big bats in their lineup, and that's huge for them. So they hit the ball very well.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck this weekend. Remember, fans, Georgia Tech opens up its ACC slate this weekend at home against Louisville. Doubleheader on Saturday and the third and final game on Sunday afternoon at Newborn Field. I'm Wiley Ballard. This has been another edition of Around the Horn, and we look forward to talking to you real soon. Go Jackets!